Hey guys, today is a bit of a unique day. There is a storm going across the entire United States. Temperatures are dropping very fast, and bad things happen when the temperature drops, especially when you have animals. So today we are getting prepped. Travis is outside now mending a fence, and we're gonna try to get the cows to a windbreaker so that the gusts aren't too bad for them. Right now we're experiencing gusts as big as 50 miles an hour. So he's already screwed down a little bit of the roof on the barn. There's several things that we've had to do. We've got our bathtubs filled up with water just in case the power goes out. That's important. And we're gonna do some other things outside today, and we're gonna take you guys with us. Miriam.
Yeah?
Is it cold outside?
Yeah, it's cold outside.
How cold?
It's not cold much.
That cold much? Okay guys, I'm outside. Right now it's 24 degrees. It's supposed to get down to 7 degrees tonight. I'm headed out to go help Travis with putting up fencing. I know that probably people in the north are used to this kind of weather, but here in North Carolina, we're not. So this is a big deal. 7 degrees at night is a big deal. So we are gonna get these cows into an excellent barrier so that they can keep warm and the wind is not constantly blowing at them. And we're gonna check out Travis here and see what he has already done. We've got several movable fences that we are putting together. We usually move them down the pasture from paddock to paddock, but we've got to skip a whole paddock and get them down to the end of the field so that they can have that tree line. So we have to get creative a little bit here. Here is where the cows are now. We start at the top of the field where our house is, and then we move them every couple days down. And down here, way down at the end where that tree line is where we need to get them to. So we are going to try to move them so they can get closer to that area. So I saw you on the roof, babe.
Yeah.
Fixing our barn roof.
Yeah, the wind was catching it.
Oh man.
I didn't want to wake up to some roof panels
Yeah.
on all the way to Kansas.
Yeah. This is the Premier One fencing that we've talked about before. This is the 2-prong. We don't use this fence very often because it's a 2-prong. Here, we can show you, yeah.
And it bends.
Yeah. But we've had, oh goodness, how much rain have we had in the last couple days?
A couple inches probably.
We've had a couple inches, so we pulled this one out to use because the ground isn't as hard. Regularly, we would not use this because, yeah, as you just saw, they bend very easily and it can be quite frustrating. So you really only want to use these if you have, I guess, really soft ground, which we are working on, but we do not have yet. So when we move the cows, if you've seen any of our other videos on moving the cows, we use a Premier One fence as one of the fences we use, but we use the 1-prong, and that goes into the ground a lot better. Yeah, that one's pretty bent.
So bent.
Yeah, it makes it challenging. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. We're gonna go sit by the fire. We're gonna eat some yummy lunch and thaw out, and then we're gonna come back and move these wonderful, beautiful cows. Okay, we've got the alfalfa. What else did you put in there? The alfalfa and some minerals. And this is going to keep them busy while we move the fence to get them in the back pasture. Whew. And it, again, is cold. We had some lunch, we took a break, and now we're back at it. Here's our wagon full of alfalfa and mineral. Time to remove the other fence that we're going to use, and they can have a yummy snack. fence is up, and now we're headed down to the back pasture to put it back up for the cows. And I've got, we've exchanged helpers now.
And my ears are frozen.
Your ears are frozen. Because it's
Feels
so
like
cold.
it.
I don't even know what the temperature is now. Probably like, I don't know, in the teens. Ugh. So we have one cow that doesn't seem to be able to get to the wagon. These two are our first cows, and they're pretty stingy about the food. And when she goes over to them, they will just knock her out of the way. So Travis is giving them, or giving her, some food from the wagon since they won't let her in. One man down. Yeah. Imagine if you lived up north. You guys can go in if you want. We've got the whole fence up. This is the area we were talking about. This is really cool because the cows are way up there. We're gonna let them have this entire paddock. And what's great about this is this we wouldn't have been able to use before we got the pigs, but this is the area that the pigs move through. They cleared it out, and now we are able to use it for the cows, which is really exciting because, again, it extends our pasture. We are basically done now. Travis is sending us all back to the house because it's so cold. And he's going to finish up. He just needs to put the water out and then let out the cows. But this is actually a good thing because we really had wanted our pasture to rest, but we were like, man, we don't have anywhere to put the cows, but our pasture could use a rest. We're really maxing it out with 3 cows at this point until we can get one of them harvested. And then earlier today when Travis was trying to figure out how he was going to get the cows down to the tree line back there, he realized that that area that the pigs had cleared was so good that we could just move them down there and make it kind of like a sacrifice area for the winter, and they could stay there because really they're not eating any grass anymore. The grass is not growing. We're starting to feed them hay, and so we can just have them back there, let our pasture rest, and then when the grass starts to grow again, we can bring them back up and rotate again. That really is important for a healthy pasture, is to not have the cows on them all the time. And that is why we rotate our cows. Again, if you haven't seen our other video on moving cows, not in freezing temperatures, check it out. And we talk more about why we rotate our cows in our pasture. Yeah. How you feeling, Mo? Freezing, yeah.
Right now, hot
And yeah, hot cocoa sounds amazing. Coffee also sounds good. Do you know, like, people live in this weather all winter in the north?